Welcome back. We are celebrating National 529 Day. It is a perfect time to talk about planning for the future with a 529 college savings account. To help us learn more about it, we have our friend Maggie Jandro from Jandro Wealth Management. And of course, as you pointed out to me, you can tell I'm an early riser who's sleep deprived. Today is May 29th, 529, so that all makes sense.
Exactly.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Let's talk 529s in Connecticut. What are they called, and why is a family considering one?
Yes, here in Connecticut, the acronym is CHET plan, the CHET 529 plan. It's administered by Fidelity. It is a tax-efficient way to save for education.
And when we talk finances, you make it super simple for us. The difference between, say, a regular 529 plan and a savings account.
Sure. So a 529 plan is an investment vehicle. You're going to get a list of mutual funds that you can invest in, and hopefully over time your money will grow. A savings account may have a small interest percentage with it, but typically we see 529 accounts over a long period of time grow more than the average savings account.
I was with my two godchildren over the weekend, 21 months old, and parents, some of them think to themselves, well, what if my child grows up to get a college scholarship?
Sure.
Or what if my child decides he or she doesn't want to go to college? Can the money be used for other things? I think a lot of folks want to know. And is there a penalty involved?
Yes. So there's a couple of options you have if your child decides not to go to school. One, you can always change the beneficiary to another child, a niece or nephew, a grandchild, or even yourself. So the money can still be used for education for somebody else. If you decide to not use that in education at all, there is a 10% penalty plus any taxes owed. However, the Secure Act 2.0 was recently passed, and starting this year, you can actually transfer up to $35,000 from a 529 plan into a Roth IRA retirement plan for the beneficiary, for the student. So not all the money is lost. Now there's some provisions there to be mindful of, but there is a way to use some of that unused education money for your kid's retirement.
I know you're a new parent, so congratulations. We've talked about her before, and there are other new parents out there. I like to leave people empowered kind of with the tools that they need to take action here. Somebody wants to start a 529 today. Who do they call? Who do they talk to? What do they do?
There's two ways. You can certainly work with an advisor, so ourselves, Jandro Wealth Management, or other advisors can help open one. Or you can just go to the CHET 529 plan website directly. Again, it's administered by Fidelity, and it's quite easy to open an account. You need a social security number, date of birth, and full name. There is no account minimum, so you can open with very few dollars. And pro tip, they do have the CHET Baby Scholars Program. So if you open a CHET account before your baby turns 1 year old, you'll get a $100 deposit from the state.
Wow, and you have made this point on our show before, but I think it's worth repeating. When you start when they're little, this can grow.
Yes, so a CHET 529 plan, typically, if you start it when they're born, has a long-term time horizon, right? At least 18 years. So much like a retirement account with a long-term time horizon, you have more time to have those bumps in the market smooth out and hopefully grow over time for you.
All right, Maggie, I suspect if I keep asking on TV that the peer pressure will do the trick. This seat is saved for your little one soon.
Matilda.
We'll see. I wasn't going to share her name without your permission. Good stuff, Matilda. Good morning to you. Meteorologist Matt Scott, you have two inching toward college. It's a big conversation.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's daunting. So get all the tips from Maggie Jandro, and I mean, that's a good program, especially if the state's giving you free money if you start it before your baby is born. Let's